Hello guys, welcome to a voice impression tutorial. This is a requested video of prior voice animal impression I did. The video before the last video, the line. I was requested to see, they wanted to see if I could do the line without using the hollow, using my hands. So I'm going to try to try to make as best as possible with being able to do this voice impression. I really don't think that me personally, I won't be able to do it without the hands, because that certain things require, for some people, it requires more of a actual effect to create it. So for example, if you know South Park, Cartman, the guy who played him, the audio was very changed from from his real from the guy's voice. It was like altered very good and differently. Even Robert Englund, who did Freddy Krueger, his voice was altered to create Freddy Krueger voice. I mean, Robert Englund was a bit different. He actually created the way he did Freddy Krueger was actually good. They just amped it to make it a little bit darker and like louder, I guess, or whatever. It wasn't bad how he did it. I guess they wanted it a little bit more profound, like not profound, but like more like that thrill type of aspect of it, right? So as far as Cartman, they figured he'd probably be like a whiny little asshole, so they created the voice alternate using audio tone. So for sometimes we can't recreate an impression without using a certain tool or access to some type of hand movement, gesture, or whatnot. So this is just a little explanation on how things don't always work the way. I mean, if you already naturally have the voice of Eric Cartman like close to it, you most likely don't need to do much to create a voice impression, right? Compared to someone that don't have anything close to him to be created. So sometimes you just have to tone it. Similarly with Freddy Krueger, or any other voice impressions that it's not voiced by the actual person that who's already voicing. For example, like Robin Williams had created his own impressions through the mic and the audio with how he done it. But yeah, so we're gonna try to do the lion voice impression without no hands. Again, this is a requested video, and I will try my best to do it without using my hands as a boost to the impression. So the line is I begin to be close to the bear impression. I presume that I might have said that in my last video. So again, I will go over the same basics as I would have done in all my other videos. So the larynx, lower your larynx for this. You have to have the gravel, which is like the vocal cry. It's going to be harsh on your voice regardless, because it's one of those things you have to force out, you know what I mean? So when you're doing the line, you're going to go, you're not going to do this, but like if you do a bear, you go. So as a bear like that, the line is going to be more aggressive than that, right? So you're going to have that rotation, that if you're going to growl like a dog. And particularly, the reason why I use my hands for the hollow effect, because it's created an outburst of how aggression and how forward the impression was going to be. So trying to do it without it is going to be, I won't say like too much of a challenge. I just don't think it would sound the same without using the hollow effect with my hands. But so when you're doing the line impression, we're going forward towards the bill, but you go again, you go a little bit harsher. So you go so again, it's gonna have that gravitation. Get a little bit harsh on the throat. I don't really see this impression going too far with the hollow effect, because if you listen carefully when you create the line impression from no hollowness to the waves, or maybe just me, maybe I just can't do it without the hollowness, I don't know. But just like doing Bane, you know how like Bane has that mask, especially the Dark Knight one? You will create the same effect as you would do the line to create his voice. You will use like a hand, a tube, or maybe even a cup to create that effect, because it kind of sounds like he's suffocating in there. But again, it just doesn't sound the same by doing that character sometimes if you don't just use the certain circumstances to create it, right? So for the line again, it's going to be low lounge, gravel, vocal fry. You're going to have to force it out. It's going to be tough on your throat a little bit. It's like doing Killer Croc. Killer Croc kills my throat when I do it, but when you do the line, that is how you want to do it. So I'm going to do it off. So if you watch my last video, you know what it sounds like up there. But I'm going to do a little bit end of the aspect right there. I'm going to do the line off hands, and I'm going to do it with the hollow effect, so you can tell the difference of why there might be the reason why you should create the hollow effect with it to create the outburst of the line roar, because in my opinion that's probably the best form to do it. But if you could do it without using your hands, good for you, that's amazing. But if you're somebody like me that probably can't do the line roar without using your hands or any object that can create the hollow effect, I will recommend the hollow effect, right? So well, again, it might not be perfect for all things, but again, it just seems like, again, you have to have confidence in yourself. That's what it is, and to create their voices, like it's said prior to this before. So now I'm going to do with the hollow effect. Again, this video was requested by someone to do without the hands, but so I actually, I'm not going to do the hollow effect. Just look back into my old, in my old video, and then you'll be able to tell the difference. But if you don't want to do that, I'll create the effect either which way. But if, yeah, so. Now you can tell the difference between the two. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let me know what you think in the comment section. The person who requested it, I hope this was good enough for you. Tune in for my next voice impression coming up soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.